Strike three. I want to show you a cold email that struck out with me, even though it was short.
That is good for a double. I want to show you an email that got a seller into scoring position.
He hits it high. He hits it deep. He hits it gone. I want to show you a cold email that straight up knocked it out of the park. We're showing you how to put numbers on the board with your cold emails today on Full Funnel. Hey everyone, I'm Raj Nation, he's Kyle Lassard, and you're watching Full Funnel, the weekly show that, if it were a highlight reel, well, we all know it would actually be a bloopers reel. Look a little different today? Well, I'm coming to you from my kitchen out of a quarantine because of you know what. I want you to still hit the subscribe button regardless of my physical location, because Full Funnel is the only program faster than Domino's where we take one hot sales topic and slice it three ways so that we can deliver it fresh to you in under 10 minutes. Today's order? Well, we're going to show you how to make the most of your at-bats in cold emails. Top funnel. Well, like the subject line of this cold email says, let's cut to the chase. Now, so many people out there say your email's got to be short if you want it to be effective. 4 lines or less, in fact. Well, here's an email that's 4 lines or less, and it was ineffective. Why? Because nuance still matters. So let's take a look. Well, they opened by saying they saw an article I was featured in about Vidyard's new streaming service. Hey, guess what? They're referring to SalesFeed and this show. How cool is that? Personalization, awesome. Great to see you're continuing to lead the way in the B2B space. Wow, play up my ego. Yes, I like that. I do feel like I'm leading the way in the B2B space, in fact. And I'm not being facetious right now. I think that's a good introduction. Keep up the great work and the encouragement. Awesome. Here's where it takes a turn for the worse. Quick question. Would you like 10 appointments per month on pay per meeting? Here's the issue. Personalization has to connect with the reason for why you're reaching out. If not, it's just like we're seeing through the curtain at that point. So a better way they could have written this email would be to take that exact same intro and then maybe say, quick question. Are you using your presence on that platform as a way to generate leads? Or do you have a system to take the people who watch that show or tune into that streaming platform and turn it into appointments for you and your company? And that would be something that I would be interested in responding to. But if you take personalization, then you're like, by the way, forget all of that. Do you want to meet with me? The whole email falls flat. So even though it was short, I think you should 7th inning stretch this one out to make it more effective. It's fun.
Yesterday, I stepped into my batter's inbox, and I was pleasantly surprised with an email that I got from a seller who was representing a social media metrics platform company. This email started off with a really great question. You can read it for yourself. It helped to draw me in by asking something that was actually pretty relevant, but phrased in a way that created some pretty quick curiosity for me. But the real home run of this email is at the middle, where this seller included this great image as a way to help me clearly understand how it is that their solution might be able to help me. Now, I love the use of small images, even quick videos, as you may know, as ways to help clarify what it is you do and how it is that you can help. Because as the old adage says, a picture is worth 1,000 words. And looking at this, I was immediately able to understand what they do and how it might be able to help. There's one thing I might suggest, and that's actually simplifying this image a little bit. It's pretty large. It doesn't render well on my phone. I would have cropped it down to more or less just the part in the red box. I could have gotten the information I needed, quickly viewed it on my phone or on my desktop, and be on to the call to action. Overall, though, a really great email, and I'm giving this one a double.
Bottom fun. So what does a home run email look like? Well, let's take a look at what I had in my inbox a couple years ago from Ample Market. Their subject line right off the bat made immediate connection to me. Saw you liked Devin Reed's post. Devin Reed is a friend. Devin Reed is a contact and a colleague. And I did, in fact, like his post. And I was wondering, wait, which post are they referring to? I also saw Devin's post on LinkedIn sharing conversation trends they saw in the last months, right? So this actually speaks to a very specific post. And then they use that to segue into a curiosity they have. Wanted to understand how your outreach strategies have worked in the last couple of weeks. And then he even went further to say, well, it looks like Devin's assessment is spot on from that post. So I can tell this was very specific to me. And then they went into their value prop from there. Tyler, they did include the visual just to help me see the the results they were showing weren't fake or made up or anything like that. It's an actual product screenshot. And the CTA, does this sound interesting for you? Why was this a home run? Well, it was easy to read. The visual helped as well, but it's a home run also because not only did it get a meeting, but guess what? It converted me to a customer within about 7 days.
Yeah, I think this one is absolutely great. I agree. The personalization is very well done, but also very relevant and tied in through to the conversation they want to have and the call to action. I'm also a big fan of this CTA at the end of the email. Most people, when they open up an email and read it, they'll actually skim the first line, then the first few words of the middle, and then they'll read the last sentence. And then they'll decide if they want to come back up and fill in the blanks. And I love this last sentence of, does this sound interesting for Startup Hype Man, right? It's very simple, but it's not the, can I have 15 minutes of your time to tell you more, which might then turn you off from actually going back and reading the rest of it. So I love a simple, open-ended CTA like that. It feels friendly. It makes me feel a little bit more comfortable consuming the middle of it. And again, love the use of an image here as well.
One more reason why this is in fact a home run, this exact email is quite scalable because you'll notice they personalize it to me, but anyone else who liked Devin's post, they could send this exact same email and it would probably be effective because it's specific to a behavior that was performed by me and by many others. And it didn't require them having to say, your specific comment said this, here's my reaction to it.
I agree, Raj. This email could work for them even through extra innings.
The close. We've reached the bottom of the ninth. It's time to bring out the closers. In Top Funnel, we showed you an email that struck out. Short does not automatically equal effective.
In Mid-Funnel, we shared a double that used an image very well to help create clarity around how it is that they can help.
Bottom Funnel, we showed you an email that knocked it out of the park. When you can personalize and customize to a prospect's behavior, tie it to a value prop, and be able to use that email on a repeatable basis, well, you're in a league of your own. Selling's become a whole new ballgame. We hope you can take today's lessons to pad your stats. Before you head out, please like, comment, and subscribe below to Sales Feed and Full Funnel. He is Tyler Lassard. I'm Raj Nation. We'll catch you next time on Full Funnel. But in the meantime, hey, can you count how many baseball metaphors we used in this episode? Comment with your answer below.